Hello, CHCW writers. I think this is week number 4. I could be wrong, maybe week number 3. I kind of get off in correlating my weeks because we started these videos a little bit later than we started the actual residential scholars program and all of the work that we're doing. So I do apologize if I'm getting my weeks mixed up, but either way, it's either week 3 or 4. I'm excited still, just as I am every week, coming to you with quite a few updates with what we have been doing this week. As always, on Fridays, we went to Project Echo and did our creative writing program. This week was a little bit different. I could feel that the environment, the atmosphere, the mood this week was a little bit bleaker. But that's to be expected, being in a homeless shelter and working with individuals who are facing adversity and less than ideal circumstances. So that is kind of normal. The purpose, I'm there, I'm still implementing the program. So even if moods are not high and as enthusiastic as they are every week, that's okay. And I understand. But we still did have a really big turnout. Had some new faces. A lot of faces were gone, which I'm assuming they found other housing, which is hopefully a positive, because that's the goal of Project Echo, is to get the people transitioned into affordable housing. So that's always good, even though I'm sad to see anyone go. It's good for them, and I'm happy for that. Like I said, it was a bigger turnout, or not a bigger turnout, it was still a large turnout. We had some new faces. Everyone that was in attendance got one of the decomposition books that one of our writers from the Saturday meetup group had graciously donated. The residents were extremely happy. They all started writing. They all took them home. Well, not took them home. They live there. But they took them back to their rooms with them and were really excited, and I'm hoping to see a lot of writing come out of those books with each of the residents and maybe some new people sharing their work. It was one of the residents' birthday, Mr. Charles. I'm not sure what number birthday, but anyways, his birthday was actually today, but we took cupcakes and sang happy birthday to him on Friday. He was really happy about that. Noticing too that his writing is coming along. He has reached out to one of our other Saturday meetup group volunteers who has been coming down each week and helping me out. He seems to have taken with her and is finding his voice and creating stories. There were 2 of the other gentlemen who was very enthusiastic last week. Seemed to be a little bit bleaker this week, but they assured me that they were still anxious and happy to write, just not feeling it this week. On the flip side, though, one of our writers who wasn't as anxious in previous weeks, who's actually a poet and just wanted to do his own free writing, which is fine, he was a little bit more into creating his story this week, and he even shared his story, which details his own personal life and how he started out as a player from the time he was about 12 or 13 years old and continued on into adulthood. But that one thing that changed him and got him out of that life was his beautiful wife. It just takes one person, the right person, to make us bigger and better than our previous selves. Like I said, some of the residents were gone. There were new ones. I remember the gentleman who created the story of last week of the Hennessy God. He was there again, very reluctant to write, or very happy to write. He was looking forward to it, although he too seemed to be in a little bit of a bleaker mood, but that's okay. We'll try again next week. We continued on with our short story this week, trying to dive a little deeper into creating our character and I provided each of the residents with a very detailed kind of worksheet. Well, not really a worksheet. I didn't ask them questions and expect them to do homework in that sense, but it gave them a guide to help create their characters. Like what is their appearance? What is their personality? What kinds of things are they going through? Tell us their eye color, hair color, all of that kind of stuff. And it was probably about 4 pages in detail. A lot of the residents were really happy to have that tool. I even got some of the kids to write this week. Sweet Isabella, she's one of the younger little girls, I'd say probably about 4 years old. Highly energetic, but I finally got her to sit down this week and draw me her story. I had asked her what she wants to be when she grows up, and she said a doctor. So I had her draw out her goals to become a doctor when she grows up, and in exchange for drawing her story, she got one of Mr. Charles's brown cupcakes. But her mom was really excited as well, and some of the other smaller kids actually sat down at the table. They didn't really write, but they drew their stories of who they wanted to be when they grow up, and we had Spider-Man, we had doctors, we had, and I don't remember what else. Lots going on, I guess, at school. Personally, with me, we had registration for last week. I'm really excited about some of the new classes that I'm going to be taking right before graduation, hopefully in May or June. I will be working on a food writing class and a scream and shout social protest. So I'm really excited about those, hoping to learn some new things that I can maybe even bring into Project Echo. Shortly before I began the video, I was actually contacted on LinkedIn, and I'm rather just so happy to actually be reaching people now outside of our tiny little St. Mary's community and reaching those in the Metro DC area. Someone contacted me who is also a freelance writer asking for information on how to volunteer with our program. So I'm looking for more volunteers. Love all the help we can get. Can't wait for more excitement and getting more people involved in writing. That's it that I have for this week. So see you next week. Bye. Mwah.